All right, my 2023 GR Supra, 1 year has passed and we're about 7,800 miles. Now, full disclosure, I do not daily drive this thing. I take it out on the weekends. I like to take it out when something special is going on, usually when me and my wife go on a date, because there is no back seat for kids, which sometimes I do wish there was back seats like in the other Supras before it. But I'm glad that BMW and Toyota came together, because without them coming together, there would be no GR Supra to review today after 1 year. I do have some mods on here. I do have a Arma Speed cold air intake, CTS turbo catless downpipe to a made single exit exhaust that's all the way to the back. Um, I have a low glow kit, but unfortunately it did break off because it was hanging too low, and so I gotta get a replacement part. So low glow, if I was you, I would make it so that the bars fit more flush against the body and not hang down so low so it doesn't get caught, especially for cars that are lowered. Because if you see here, my car is not lowered, it is still on stock suspension, and that's why I have this big gap here. I do plan on airbagging it later on. That way I can raise and lower it as I need to. But for right now, stock suspension is where it's going to stay at, so I can get up and down my driveway. So, now that we've kind of seen a little bit of the outside, let's go inside for a ride, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the inside as well.
Come check out the Supra.
All right, one of the unfortunate things about the Supra, getting in and out. Ouch. There we go. So let me list off some of the good things about this car, especially the interior. You have carbon fiber around this area. The steering wheel is nice. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. You have the good controls here. I have the premium, so I have a heads-up display here. The tachometer is really big. It's really responsive. The leather is, although it's good, it does scrape easily. I have this slight imperfection right here where something must have leaned up against it and it's already scratched. So I'm upset about that. The seats are very comfortable. I have not done anything to the seats because they do fit me. I know with some bigger guys that may be an issue, but for me, I'm like 210, 215 pounds, right around that area, and I'm 5'9". I have enough headspace where it doesn't bother me, and the width of it hugs my body really nicely. So those who are complaining about the seats, I don't see any complications with it at all. In fact, I find myself liking it because I don't move around too much because they hug your body so well. Like I said, no back seat. We do have the rear strut bar up here. And that's fine because I put my light back there. For as far as cargo space, nice enough. Fit plenty of groceries in there. Unless you're buying like a lot of large bulk items, you're gonna be just fine by using this as a grocery getter as well. All right, so let's go ahead and go for a ride. Okay, so we are in an automatic one. I could have got the manual, but I decided I didn't want to wait. Not to mention, the automatics are just so much more faster than any manual could be. But that doesn't mean the automatic is not any fun. It is plenty of fun, especially when you're able to just do this. With the push of the button, it tightens up, RPMs change, and now we're in a different mode. It is so much more faster, so much more responsive this way. That B58 engine really wakes up once you put that sports button in and put that pedal to the floor. Now, if I was in a manual, I wouldn't be able to hold my microphone to my mouth and steer at the same time, all while shifting gears. But the automatic gives you the convenience of doing that, and the best part is anyone can drive it. So one thing I really miss in this car is a manual handbrake, where I could just rip on it and get the rear end sliding behind me. Unfortunately, we don't have that. Like most cars, they're going to electronic handbrake, and it just takes the fun. It takes the soul out of driving sometimes. This car also has really bad blind spot, and I think they should have took a page out of Honda. Honda Civics have a camera on their mirror. That way, when you're switching lanes, it comes up on the display, and you can confidently switch lanes. Unfortunately, we don't have that yet. I think it should have been an option that we could have opted into, because I totally would have got it, especially this being a premium. Then also for the radio, you've already heard that it's not the best sounding radio in the world. In fact, people have gone to drill holes in the back to let the air escape from the box back there. I have not done that yet. I may do in the future, I'm not sure. But the head unit here does not support Android Auto, which I am a Samsung user, and this video is actually being recorded on the Samsung phone. And I gotta say, it's very disappointing to get in the car and not use a dedicated phone to pull it up. I have to use my work phone, which is an iPhone, in order to use all the cool features such as Waze or YouTube Music, in order to listen to my music or get directions or just confidently drive around with the stuff that I prefer to use. One of my last knocks on this car is that the horn is just so sad. It sounds like a European car. Hopefully you hear that, but that is kind of sad. And Toyota, I gotta say, you shouldn't have let BMW bully you in order to have such a pathetic horn. All in all, after owning the GR Supra for a year, it is a fun car. It's nimble, it's attention getting. It's everything that you could probably want in a sports car. I know a lot of people dream about having this sports car, and if I was you, I would get one, because I hear they're going away in 2025, and the next iteration could be a hybrid, which, hybrids, they have their place, but it doesn't beat these things. And I feel like they'll lose their soul. It's just too much fun in order to not want one of these, and many more things to come for this particular Supra. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit a like, because none of this could happen without you. And feel free to comment below what you'd like to see next, and we'll see you on the next one.